Hello universe. In this video, I am going to give you some intuition behind a simple linked list workflow using Python. In language like C, C++, you have a pointer and reference which allow you to direct manage memory address. However, in Python, there are no explicit pointer. And that's why I'm going to show you how with the custom class, you will use a Python reference mechanism to make a linked list where the each node link with the next one. So here it's a simple class I created. This is in this one. This is a constructor where two variable is there, data and next, where data is stored the value and next is stored the address of the next object, which we are going to make a uh, in a reference way. So like here I define three node, okay? And that is three object I initialize here with the calling of class, and that's first, second, third. We are in technical term we are say object, and this is also we are calling in English term it's a node. So this is ID. ID is just like when we create a object, na, that time three object we created, it will make a space inside the system memory, and the space where it store the value, that space and that place have some unique object address, and for object address it's just like a hexadecimal, while ID is a human readable. So this is also unique for three different object here. Now coming to most important part is the referencing part. So here first dot next, this is the object and this is the variable. So this is a node class variable, but when we initialize first object, so it will go with the this variable link with this object only. And what it will store, it will this next will store the address of the second object. Similarly, this variable of the second object store the address of the third object. And similarly, I just make a three three node. So after three node, what it should be none. We initialize as a none. Like this is the end, this is the tail. So this variable of the third object has stored none only. Now for giving a intuition and proof, is it working or not? So we'll go with the first dot next, the address. It will give you the address. If you just print object after defining, if you just print this, it will give a address before referencing with their variable or variable or the method. It will just simply give the address. So this is first dot next. What it will store? It will store reference the address of the second object. Similarly, this second that it is the store seem like a address of the third object. And in the ID, it is zoom in, unique identification of that place where the value is stored. So this will give you this first or next of the second, and it is same as the second object. So both have same ID. And similarly for second dot next and the third one. So these all are same. So now if you see this is a three IDs created. When we go with the object of the first dot next, it will same object with the second object, same address as a second object. So as you can see, similarly for the second dot next, so this is the variable, this is the object, and when we reference with the third, so the third object address and the second dot next object address, that variable stored this third object address to next, and this is the same. Similarly, ID of the first dot next, it just when we make a object with the simple ID was, see, this is the object, this is the object, and this is the reference, this is the variable. So I want to know the variable ID. So it will give you the same. See, this is the same for first dot next because it's already references the second object address. So this ID will be same, and this is third, and same third will be the second dot next ID because it's referencing second dot next referencing the third one. So this is the intuition or this is a workflow how in Python the linked list and the node mechanism working with the memory, or how it will the node link with each other. So node we are calling, it's just we are calling, but actually it's we can say an object with the class, that is also class oops concept, that object we are saying. So this data and next is not a predefined. It's you can make, even node is not predefined. We are just making as a custom some standard format. So we, for better understanding, we are doing this thing. So this is about this. Now we'll coming to the example how accessing the value. So some basic example is this. So in the first object we are passing as a data like one. In the second object we are passing a data variable as two. This is data value we are passing. So this is data variable storing this thing. And the third we are passing three. So data value three. So data value data. The value of data is similarly, all three objects have different uh, addresses. So in this way, we are using this thing. So here we are not going to manipulate or moving any first node. So we created one temporary head, and mostly in linked list, we are familiar with the head as a starting node and tail as a ending node. So the head will contain the first node. If we so now this is the first object. So here is the first object. When want to access the data inside the method of that class, so how we can access, so in this way we can access, so we this is the object and this is the data. So what already we have signed here, it's the one, so this will give you one here. Now head dot next, the head is already we said first, so first dot next dot data, so it will give you two because first dot next is second, so that's why it's giving two. Similarly, first this is the second dot next, this will become third because we know this is second dot next is third, so it will become third dot data, then three. This head dot next, this will become third and this will become fourth, but there is no any fourth node I have defined, so this will contain none here, so it will give you none. So this is a very simple workflow intuition. Just I want to show you to get a background little bit how in Python these all linked list workflow work. So yeah, you can watch this video again if you not understand. I think so. It's a very clear and easy way, so you guys can get to understand better way. Thank you for watching this. Thank you so much.